All right, so the Zmoon company sent us these light bars. There's 2 of them. So today we're gonna hope to get them installed. We've already done some prep work. We've gone ahead and pulled the panels off on the underneath the dashboard so that we can see all the wiring and where we're gonna bring the wires into, where we're gonna put our on and off switch. I think we're gonna put our on and off switch right in here, right next to the auxiliary battery switch. And we're also going to use the auxiliary battery switch cable feed. So this little plastic hose here goes down and into the engine compartment, and it's got the wires in it for the auxiliary switch. So we're going to use that same feed to send the 2 wires into the engine compartment and hook into the lights and the battery, and then up here into the switch. So like I said, we've already gone ahead and did a little investigative prep work to get this figured out. We're going to take the shroud off the dash here, just a couple more screws. We already got the panels off there, and I've already taken out the engine battery. We're going to hook the lights into the house battery, so we don't need the engine battery in here. Plus it's going to make it easier, hopefully, to feed the wires in. It's one of these cable guards down here. Feed that through and should be, in theory, easy. Anyway, we're gonna hook the lights up to this battery for the power source. This is the house battery. So, like I said, we've already done a little bit of the prep work. So now we're just gonna do a few more things to prepare. All right, so once we get all the tools and stuff out, get a couple more things prepared, we'll take you along the journey with us. So we went ahead and removed the whole shroud from the dashboard. We disconnected the 2 switches. One was the auxiliary cutoff, and one was the battery jumper. Connects the 2 batteries together. And we figured out we're gonna put the on-off switch in here somewhere. So we're gonna have to drill a hole in the shroud, put it through and feed the wires down through here and into, or from either way, into this tube. So this tube goes directly underneath and into the engine compartment, and we've already figured out where that goes. So the first thing we need to do now is figure out where we're gonna put the lights. So let's go around to the hood. All right, so we're gonna line the lights up with the washer fluid spouts. So we have one here and one here. So to do that, besides the lights, we bought these clamps on Amazon. Not that expensive. I think they were under $10. So it's got a piece of rubber on the bottom to protect the hood. Your light bar mount goes on here, and then it secures to the hood. And I think half an inch maybe you could do, but so we're gonna put one here, here-ish, and one over here, and run the wires through the channel down into there, into the tube, and up into the dashboard. And for the power, we're gonna connect it back here to the house battery. So to get this going, we're gonna get these clamps set up, put them on, and then mount the lights, and then we can measure out how much wire we're gonna need to cut and splice together and run it underneath the engine compartment into the dashboard. So I'm just gonna adjust these screws. We're gonna go with this so we can put it on loosely somewhere in this vicinity. Bye.
What was that?
That was the bottom bracket. Alright, so just a cautionary tale, there is a piece of metal here, part of the bracket, that can come out. See the two pins here and here? So you want to make sure that's down and in before you put it on. So I'm just gonna guesstimate right here. And then we're not gonna tighten it up fully. Maybe just do one slight, like that. And then we can shut the hood and make sure we got it exactly where we want it. So let's just do the first one, and then we'll go ahead and do the second one afterwards. So I put this down. So we want to try and match the bracket mount right here. So it's got to go over like 2 lines, maybe 1.5. All right, so we got the first bracket on over here. See it? Come on, wire. There's a lot of sun today. Now we're putting the second one on.
Close.
So the only difficult thing about this is we're not quite sure exactly where these match up because these screws don't align with the big screw on the top. So I gotta put it on, take the hood down. That's pretty close. Oh, not close at all.
It's okay, we just have to go one over.
Yeah. So we got the mounting brackets on, lined up with the washer fluid holes. So they're equal distance apart, hopefully. So you have the bracket. This is for this. These brackets came with the lights. So I get 2 of them. I'm not really sure if it'll be easier to put the light on first or just the bracket. What I mean is put the light on the bracket and then put the bracket on. But let's see, it's got 2 holes, 2 nuts in there. So this is gonna be the bottom, like so. So the bracket should go like that. So this guy needs to go on this way. And the light would sit in it. Ooh, something like that.
Oh, those are gonna look sweet.
So it'd probably gonna have to put the bracket on the mount and then put the light on the bracket. All right, so we got to get these 2 nuts in here and then feed the screws from the back. All without seeing it.
I can try doing that.
So we might have to put the camera on the tripod. So I think we need 4 hands for this.
Yep, and we definitely need some water too because the sun is baking today and we're right in it.
Buzz in. So Jasmine is the master at manipulating little screws and whatever little tool. I heard it as I'm saying it. Beep, 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 beep. Cut. And so what are you doing over there, Jasmine?
All right, well, I actually thought this was going to be a lot harder because, you know, the
What?
2 nuts that are built into the lamp are free moving, so you have to line them up perfectly with this slide here.
But slide makes it easy to put it at the top, right?
Yeah. Now, I already have them in. They're already screwed in. But see, the lamp doesn't seem to be, I guess.
You have to loosen them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're not going to be changing the direction of the light. I mean, once they're in, they're in. So the screws right now are in the back. So the light's connected, it's just a little bit loose here because I haven't tightened them all the way. But they're on like a slide here. So once we position them down...
Actually, probably that's where you want it.
Yeah, that's where we want it. However, it's going to be a little tricky getting the Allen wrench in there to tighten them up completely.
You know what I just thought of though is, are we going to be able to open the hood with them there?
Oh my goodness.
So tighten it a little bit and then we'll see if we can open the hood. Oh yeah, that should be fine.
Yep, and
even when they're in the proper position, it should be fine.
I mean, I imagine they would have to be if they're designed for the hood.
Yeah. So this power cable is actually going to go under here and then connect to the other ones.
Yeah, so they look pretty awesome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and tighten it up where we want it. Which would be pretty much like that, right? Alright. So we got the hood popped up. We got the light where we needed it, tightened it enough, and then put the hood up so we can finish tightening it. And then we'll go ahead and add the other light. Okay, there you have it. The two lights are now secured down, tightened up, aimed pretty much where we want them to be, and now we have to connect the wiring together. So the first step in the wiring is we got to put these two together. Ooh, boom! And then these wires are going to be tucked inside. But I think connecting them together will be easier done right here.